Sorry for the delay, folks. Got it. Let me share my screen real quick. Wait. Let's see now. Everybody can see the screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome to SCBD Toastmaster. I'm Shauki Zwakar Kaswara. My name is Shauki Zwakar Kaswara, and I am the SAA, which is Sergeant at Arms for SCBD Toastmaster. Basically, my job here is to present to you guys the rules and regulation and also checking on the Zoom meeting and everything like that. So here are some rules that you need to follow to make our meeting smoother. The first thing is, of course, be on time. Everybody here is already on time except for a few speaker. But please, if you have a chance, let's say on the next meeting, you want to come a little bit earlier, maybe 20 minutes before the meeting or even 15 minutes before the meeting, please join right away. Now, for the second rule, if you're a visiting Toastmaster, please rename yourself to this format right here, VTM, name and club. For example, let's say VTM John from ABCD Toastmaster if it exists. And if you're a guest, please rename yourself as G and then your name. The third rule is, of course, to turn on your camera because we would love to see all of you guys here, to see all of your beautiful faces and smiles, and it will make us more energized in the meeting. Fourth is, of course, keep your microphones on mute. So basically, if it's your turn to speak, please unmute your microphone. But if it's not your turn to speak, please mute your microphone. 5 is, of course, be fully present and have fun. Hopefully, everybody can enjoy the meeting for the day. And I would like to give this control back to the president of this club, Toastmaster Garda. Toastmaster Garda, please, the screen is yours. I'll stop staring right there.
All right, thank you, Toastmaster Shauki. Now, with the power vested in me, I hereby open the meeting by knocking this tumbler thrice. That's a sound, and the meeting is now being started. So I would like to hear your euphonious voices, everyone. Please unmute yourself and repeat after me. Happy morning, my fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests.
Good morning.
Toastmasters.
Thank you so much. Well, I forgot to just stop you right there by the happy morning, not the full sentence or phrase. But it's all right. That means you are so full of spirit and are delighted to attend today's meeting. So I hope you are currently doing well. So my name is Garda, as the president of SCBD Toastmasters Club, are welcoming you to our, I don't know how many meetings that we have attended today, but I assure you from our 16 years, this is again one of the moments that all of us can learn all together. So for those of you who are being the first timer in any Toastmasters meeting, I would like to extend my warm welcome, and I would like to explain a little bit about Toastmasters International so that you are being acknowledged what kind of meeting that you are attending at this moment. So sit back, relax, and welcome to SCBD Toastmasters. So a little bit about Toastmasters International. So it's almost a century old, where it is a non-profit educational organization that teaches public speaking and leadership skills. So across the globe, you can easily connect it to thousands of members in 149 countries, in thousands of clubs, just like what we are doing right now. And one of the privileges being a member in Toastmasters is our educational curriculum, or so it's called pathways. There are 11 paths in Toastmasters International. So just imagining yourself as a student where you would like to excel in public speaking, for instance, in how to present something to the audience, you can take the path of presentation mastery, for example. Or you want to excel your leadership skills, you can also take the path of dynamic leadership, so on and so forth. If you are curious to know more about these pathways, you can easily contact our club officers. And about SCBD Toastmasters, we are currently affiliated to District 87, Division I and Area I3. As I mentioned earlier that we are 16 years old. And prior to pandemic, just like one of our guests mentioned that she attended our physical meeting in Equity Tower around SCBD area. But due to the pandemic, we are shifting the meeting from offline meeting to this online meeting through virtual Zoom. So as for the SCBD Toastmasters, this tenure, we are upholding the vision of providing a place where you can become a better you. So it is our hope that for every member joining SCBD Toastmasters, from the first day he or she is joining as a member, day by day, he or she can also become the better individual. And how to achieve that? Of course, by empowering every individual to strive for progress, while still upholding the values of SCBD Toastmasters, which is the structured, collaborative, bold, and determined. So just like what you are currently attending, we are having this regular meeting every Friday from 7 to 9 p.m. Jakarta time. And should you have any questions, feel free to jump in by sending us an email or direct message to our Instagram. And you can also click on the link that is provided in our Instagram bio. You can click on the chat VP membership and we will be happy to assist you from that. So with that being said, that is all from me. I hope that you enjoy our meeting. Now I give the control back to the Toastmasters of the meeting, which is Toastmaster Chowki. Over to you, Toastmaster Chowki.
Thank you so much, Mr. President, for that amazing introduction as always. So before I start the meeting, of course, I would like to ask one question. Guys, potato or potato?
Potato. What's the difference?
Okay, there's no correlation, anything to that. I just want to ask that question, and apparently everybody doesn't answer the question. So, hi everyone, back with me again, Xiaoqi, and I'm going to be your not table topic master. Sorry about that. I'm going to be the Toastmaster of the meeting. So Tom is basically an MC, and tonight I will be your MC. I will be the one who's gonna lead you from beginning to the end, and hopefully everybody can enjoy themselves and learn something after this meeting. Okay, enough being said. Today this meeting celebrate two things. One is about Women Equality Day and Individual Rights Day. Yes, individual rights, woman equality. I just searched it on the Google actually. But it is a very, very interesting topic because again, everybody in this room have the right to enjoy the meeting and have the right to live. Everybody has the right to learn. Everybody has the right to drink and live together and everything. Everybody has rights. Even now, right in this meeting, you have the right to vote. I'm not going to explain that. But I would like to call on, before that, let me explain the meeting first. So tonight we're gonna have 3 sessions. Yes, 3 sessions. First is of course the prepare speech session. Now the prepare speech session is only for the members. It is basically a speech project that we Toastmaster do in order to complete our pathway, just like what Mr. Garda explained about pathways. The second session is, of course, everybody's favorite table topic session. Table topic session will be led by the table topic master. He is a very, very fine man. He is the Sultan of Sultan, basically Sultan of Sultan, and he is coming all the way from Depok. So that means he's Sultan Depok. We have, of course, Toastmaster Hanif. And finally, we have the evaluation session. Evaluation sessions are very important because in that moment, every speaker will be evaluated by the individual evaluator. And also, this meeting will be evaluated by the general evaluator. I would like to call on the general evaluator for tonight, which is Toastmaster Alvin. Toastmaster Alvin, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Okay.
Please explain your roles and introduce your team, please.
Okay, wait a second. Yes, something is.
What you can Alvin, you're ready?
Wait, again.
Yes.
Okay, can you see my
Well,
screen?
oh, we don't see your screen right now. Hasn't share screen.
Okay, I cannot get it. I cannot share my screen. Can I share my screen?
Oh, maybe I will take over a little bit while you're preparing for share screen. Is that okay?
He should be made co-host to be able to share screen. He's not co-host.
Oh yeah. Garda, can you make the co-host for Dictorat Samen Leo? Okay. While Toastmaster Alvin deal with the technical problems, let me explain to you what a general evaluator is. So basically, general evaluator or Toastmaster Alvin's job is to evaluate the entirety of the meeting. When he's evaluating the entirety of the meeting, he will not be alone on evaluating the entire meeting. I would like to call on his first team, which is the grammarian. Grammarian, are you there?
Yes, I am, Tom.
Yes. Hello, Toastmaster Andika. Would you please explain your role?
Happy morning, everyone. My name is Andika, and I am your grammarian tonight. So my job tonight is to listen to all of your speeches, all of what you mention, and I will take notes and point out what the grammatical errors that you make, and then I will make a summary and share it with you later for our learning. And I will also note and beautiful quotes that we can refer to in the future. So everyone, please do your speech the best and then make mistakes. No worries about that. Back to you, Tom or GE.
Okay, thank you so much, Okay, there you go. Take over.
Okay, I'm sorry, everybody, for the technical issues. Okay, now I will share my screen. Okay. Here I am, General Evaluators. Happy morning, my fellow Toastmasters. My name is Alvin, and I will be the General Evaluating for tonight's meeting. My job is I will evaluate everything that takes place throughout the meeting. And during the meeting, I will take notes on everything that happens and supposed to be happening. Here, I will evaluate the meeting flow and how duties are performed. And at the end of the meeting, I will share my feedback report for our learning. And tonight, I won't be alone. I have a team that hugely supports me. First, the speech evaluators. Who are they? For tonight, we don't have 3 or 4, but we have 5 speech evaluators. Who are they? First is Toastmaster Yanda. He will be evaluation for the first speech. And the second will be DTM Pipit. Evaluation for the third speech will be held by Toastmaster Uyun. Evaluation for fourth speech will be the prerogative of Toastmaster Reza. And last but not least, the evaluation for table topics master, he is or she is Toastmaster Melanie. They will listen to the prepared speech carefully and provide feedback for the speakers. And please give them a round of applause, please. Thank you. Second, we have Toastmaster Andika for the grammarian. And then we have timer that will be take place by Toastmaster Sony. Okay, for Toastmaster Sony, please explain your roles. Toastmaster Sony, the screen is yours.
Well, okay, thank you, Toastmaster Alvin, as our general evaluator tonight. Hello, everybody. I am Sony. Tonight, I will serve you as the timer. And regarding to my job, I have a prerogative to count the every speaker's duration by using the timer. And I will also give you an alert by using 3 different colors, namely green, yellow, and red. In order to be eligible for voting, speakers need to finish their speech within the time allocation. First of all, for ice breaking, I noticed Toastmaster Vika, who will be delivering her ice breaking. For Toastmaster Vika, it will have approximately 4 up to 6 minutes in length. At 4 minutes, I'm going to change my screen, become the green, and 1 minute later, it will be changed, become yellow, and for the next 60 seconds, it will be changed into the red one. This means you need to wrap up your speech less than 30 seconds. In the meantime, for the prepared speech, you will have approximately 5 up to 7 minutes. Quite similar with my previous explanation. You will see the green screen after 5 minutes, and 1 minute later, you will see the yellow color. And for the next 1 minute, you will see the red color. Next, subsequently for the table topic speakers, this is interesting, and I think I need to make an emphasis for this part, because I guess there will be several soon-to-be Toastmasters who are joining in this part. So for table topic speaker, every speaker will be delivering their speech no more than 2 minutes. And I'm going to help you with a sign. For 1 minute, I'm going to show you the green color, and 30 seconds later, I'm going to share you the yellow color, and for the next 30 seconds, it will be changed, become red. At the time, you need to wrap up your speech less than 30 seconds. Then, last but not least, for evaluators, yes, for the evaluator, you will have 2 minutes up to 3 minutes speak. And at 2 minutes, you will also see the green color from my screen. And for the next 30 seconds, you will see the yellow color. And for the last half minute, you will also see the right sign. As the sign, it means that you have to wrap up your speech less than 30 seconds. Therefore, I hope that you can spot on me you need to pin me so you will know about your duration. That's all I can say. Back to you, Toastmaster Alvin.
Thank you, Toastmasters Sony. And now, as Toastmaster Sony explained, please don't forget to pin on the Toastmaster Sony for the speakers and notice the change of the background. And next, we also have another important rule, which is the and word counter. To hear more details about the rule, here's we present Toastmaster Agung. For Toastmaster Agung, screen is yours.
Thank you so much, GE. Happy morning, my fellow Toastmasters and guests. Wow, this is my view, so wish me luck then. my name is Agung, and I will be your RWOD counter tonight. Basically, my role is about to note words and sounds that are used as a pause filler by anyone who speaks. So the pause filler, when you speak, please minimize the filler words, and also filler sounds. The filler words including like, but, so, you know, well, this kind of words. And then the pause sounds are including that kind of stuff. So please minimize using those kind of words, the filler words. And then also, yeah, I would like to note some repeated words. For example, this means, when you speak, like this means, oh yeah, I just use like, so please minimize that kind of practice, okay? And then for today's meeting, my responsibility also, I will note the word of the day of this meeting, which is prerogative. I repeat again, our word of the day today is prerogative. Prerogative, prerogative, prerogative. Okay, I will repeat. I don't think it's too much, but then okay, just make sure that you use that word of the day as many as you can during your speech, so that it will be counted. Okay. So at the end of the meeting, I will report the number of the times that each speaker used this expression. So good luck, and back to you, GE.
Thank you, Toastmaster Agung. Now we go on to the last but not least, the role. Here is bailout counter. And what is bailout counter? He will explain is Toastmaster Andre. For Toastmaster Andre, screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Alvin. My fellow Toastmaster and guests, my name is Andre, and tonight I will be the ballot counter. As a ballot counter, I will create polls during this meeting. I will share the link in the chat box after every speaker gets their speech. During each ballot phase, you are going to vote for the best prepared speakers, best table topic speakers, and best speech expert. Please use your right to vote to encourage the speakers. By the end of the meeting, we will have a Hall of Fame for the most voted speakers. Can't wait to hear your remarkable speech, everyone. Back to you, GE.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Andre. Now we have meet all the team of General Evaluator. And then I'm going to hand this over to Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Shopee.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator, for explaining your role and explaining everyone. So everyone, don't worry about grammatical mistake. Don't worry about it too much. we have our grammarian that will help us in terms of fixing those grammar. Don't worry about any filler words, and please, please, please set the word of the day as much as possible. And of course, don't forget to check on the time so that you, my friend, can be voted to become one of the best speakers for tonight. Enough that being said, let us move on to the first session, which is the prepare speech session. Now, before I call on Toastmaster Vika, I would like to call upon her evaluator first, which is Toastmaster Yanda. Toastmaster Yanda, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, please explain, introduce the first speaker, please.
All right, thank you, Toastmaster Shauki. Hi, everyone. Happy morning. Our very first speaker for tonight is Toastmaster Vika. She's going to deliver his very first speech on this club on icebreaker session, and this is her level 1 project 1 on her pathway. And the purpose of this project is for the member to introduce herself or himself to the club and to learn the very basic structure of a public speech. And the speech length will be between 4 to 6 minutes. So without further ado, let us give warm welcome to Toastmaster Vika. Me and social media. Me and social media, Toastmaster Vika. The screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yanda. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, it's a bit noisy. Actually, I'm in the public space. Okay, happy morning, everyone.
Happy morning.
My name is Vika, and I'm here to share about my story. Some of you might already know me because some of you are following me on my Instagram, and I really love to share everything on my social media. So I'm a mother of 4 kids. I have 2 senior high school son and also daughter. I have 1 son in elementary school, and also I have son in kindergarten. I really love to post about them. Their activity, their silly things. When they're doing any mistake, I'm not get angry to them, but I put a video on them and then post it in Instagram. And sometimes they protest to me and said, "Mom, please stop. Don't make us as a content. You always keep us as a content." But it's just fun for me. Okay, other than a family, actually, I love to share about my work. I'm a very workaholic person. Some of you might already know because I always post about work. Even now, actually, I'm in the middle of a meeting and then I'm here just to do this responsibility. And then hopefully, that's why it's hopefully not that annoying with the voice. And I really love to post everything about my works. I'm a business development person in a market research company, and I really love my works, basically. I also love to post, like today, if you guys friend with me, maybe you already know where I am right now, because I already post where I am, with whom, who is the client. It's very easy, actually, for my enemy, if I have an enemy, I hope no, to understand my weakness, because I really love to post anything. Okay, other than family, work, actually, I also love to post my hobbies. So if you ask me what is my hobbies, actually all kind of sports. I really love sports that much. I really love basketball, I love badminton, I love cycling, running, swimming, everything. Even if you ask me for trekking, and then if you ask me, Vika, let's go for hiking, for a mountain, I really want to say yes to everything if I have time, because I'm really freak about the sport. Other than family, working, and also hobbies, I also love to post in my social media about my social activity. I really love hanging out with friends. I love social life. I have a lot of friends, and it's always nice hearing them like chit chat. Just it's all like recharging my battery to hearing people sharing their experience. I love it. And when I post everything on my social media, what is the frequent question that I normally got? Yeah, normally I got the question like this: Vika, how you maintain everything? How you manage everything? You are a mom with 4 kids. You are a workaholic person, but you still have your own life. You still can do anything with your friends. You still have fun. Yeah, okay. Let me share a tips. I can say that some tips for you guys how to manage our life. Actually, it's not like something that you can follow everything, but maybe it's a good tips. So number one, I'm always trying to be focused. I'm trying to focus on what I do. When I'm doing something, I put 100% focus. I have a prerogative to say no to other thing at when I'm doing focus to, let's say I'm working, then I can say no to other things. When kids calling me and then I didn't pick up the call, they already know, oh, my mom is very busy at office. The likewise also happen when I'm at home and then I'm busy with kids, people from office calling me, then I can say no, because it's also my prerogative to say no to everything that I cannot take. Okay, that's number one is focus. And number two is actually I always put a priority to my schedule. So basically, I can say that my best friend is actually my Google Calendar, because Google Calendar is the person who, I can't say person, is the tools who really knows me overall. Like from I wake up until I before sleep, they already know everything that I should do. That's also make me easy to maintain my schedule. Let's say if you guys inviting me, Vika, let's go out for dinner. I can say no if it's not possible, because again, it's my prerogative to always say no if not possible for me to do it. But let's say today I have a meeting, but then, oh yeah, I just realized that I also have a Toastmaster and I have to be a speaker, and also I have to do it, right? So I'm trying my best to manage it. And then number three, other than focus, trying to make a priority, and also love what you do and do what you love. That's the most important thing for me. The reason is because I don't want to do something just because I have to do it. This is an example. I have a lot of friends who joining multi-level marketing, and they always feel that I'm the right target for them because I have a lot of friends. I love selling because my day-to-day working is actually just to sell something, service for my company. So they always think that I'm the right target for multi-level marketing. But I cannot do that just because I don't love it. I don't want to keep on selling every day, because I'm already selling at my office, and then I still, when I meet a friend, and then I need to sell. So just, I don't love it. So I cannot do that. I don't want to do that. So don't offer me that here. Don't offer me that. I remind you, yeah. And then after that, that's also happened when my best friend here at Toastmaster Lydia is inviting me to join this Toastmaster event. At the first time when I was a guest, I feel that wow, that's okay, because at the time I want to do my master degree, but I don't really have time. I don't know how to manage my time anymore. And then I joined this club as a guest, and I feel like, okay, this is the right club for me. I can still learning. I still can improve my skill and also my capability. So yeah, those three tips are actually what I do to make a better person and better manage my schedule. First is about focus. Second is I'm trying to always prioritize everything. And the third one, I always do what I love. No one should push you to do what you don't love. You have prerogative to always say no. Always remember about that. Okay, so that's all from me. I hope that you guys enjoying today's event. Okay, thank you everyone. Happy morning.
Wow, wow, wow. I would like to ask everyone to unmute themselves because this is Toastmaster Vika Icebreaker Speech. So let's congratulate.
Congratulations,
Where's your bottle? Okay.
Yes, there you go. The bottle of tabs. Yes. To congratulate Toastmaster Vika on her icebreaker. Amazing. Amazing. My God.
Thank you.
You deserve a chitato. If I can give it to you right now. But I can't. Sorry about that. Okay, moving on to the second speaker. We already have an amazing first speaker. I just love it. The first speech is already like, it's a bit special. Let's move on to the second speaker. But before that, let me call on her evaluator, which is, of course, our distinguished Toastmaster Pipit. Are you there?
I am here.
Okay, please. The screen is yours.
Thank you so much. This is my first time at SCBD, so I'm happy to be chosen as the evaluator for Astri Utami. So Astri, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. Can you see me?
Okay, good. Just to make sure, because we have 2 pages of participants. Congratulations, SCBD. You're selling really well. Without even Vika's help, you really sell really well. After this, probably you have 100 people coming after Vika joining, right? But today, my main job is to evaluate Astri, and she took the path persuasive influence, and this is her level 2 project 2B, which is evaluation and feedback, the second speech. The purpose of the project is for the member to present a speech on any topic, receive feedback, and apply the feedback to a second speech. The purpose of this speech is for the member to demonstrate that he or she has applied the feedback received from his or her first speech, with the speech title, All by Myself. Okay, I'm not a singer, but that's the title of her speech. Take it away, Astri.
Thank you. So am I audible and visible?
Yes, clear.
Yes.
I don't want to live here anymore. And what I need now is to do everything all by myself. But they're my family, and this is my home. No, they hurted me, only give complaints and insult. Astri, you are my daughter, but why is your skin so dark? Don't you ever took shower properly? You're so dirty and ugly. Mom, it is my skin, brown, not fair. No matter how hard I rub it, it's still brown. Astri, you just cook a meal, but everything was a mess. Sister, I still cooking. I will take care of it after this. Oh my goodness, Astri! It's already 9 p.m. Why are you still in front of your laptop? And what are you talking about? It is Toastmaster, sister. I practice English here. And all the complaints will follow every day. I didn't know what is my mistake that they keep bringing up. I couldn't stand for hearing it all every day. I couldn't. And I couldn't stay in this house any longer. My mental health matters. I know it is unusual in our culture for a doctor like me to leave their parents before they get married, but I have decided to separate myself for my own good. I do care about myself. And here I am, standing in my dormitory room, starting a new life, planning a new routine, and healing myself. I'm so relieved that I could prove I'm not a bad person, not a bad child. I wake up early, do meditation and work out regularly, and even read 2 books daily, all by myself. My room is always tidy, and my work is more efficient here, and I could prepare all the daily meals all by myself. I did it well. I was very happy for 5 months. Then I got COVID-19. I went to the hospital all by myself. I prepared and did the quarantine all by myself. I couldn't talk to the other patient. I was too afraid about the virus. So I chose to be all by myself. I told to call my friends, but they are either too busy or I was too afraid to talk to them. Call my family? We haven't had any regular calls. It would be awkward. So I was completely all by myself. And in the last day of my quarantine, I had a mixed feeling. I was grateful that it would be finished, but I was confused on where to go after that. The owner of my dormitory room would reject me if she knew that I have tested positive. And she would probably knew because I was still weak and cogging alone. So where should I go? Where? And I was also afraid that I couldn't support myself all by myself. I was still weak. So what should I do? I didn't know. I didn't know where to go and what should I do. I really don't know. And in my confusion time, a message popped up. My mom. Astri, please come home. I will take care of you. My mom texts me. She still cares about me. What have I done? On my way home, I was crying so bad. Remembered about what I did before, while realizing there is no one who could help me except my family. There is no one who would give the hand first before anybody else except my family. It is only my family. And during my recovery time at home, I didn't do everything all by myself, but they did everything all for me. I felt a warmness that I've never felt before. I saw they tried to understand me better, yet respect my choice to have a space. I just remember on how my father said that I was no longer loved the family while I was moving out. That wasn't true. That wasn't. I loved them very much. But I just needed space. And after the separation, we could respect each other better and love each other more. I even could come to home regularly once a week. And I rarely hear they complain, or at least only hear it once a week, not a full week. So ladies and gentlemen, it is so amazing to do all the things all by myself. It also made me realize how priceless the love from my family is and vice versa. They also respect my existence. And now we know that we are not take it for granted. And now I know that we could be together, love and help each other, even if I still have a space to be all by myself. Thank you, and back to you.
Amazing speech. And it really reminds us again that we cannot be all by myself. Okay, I'm trying to sing, but I failed. I failed a lot. Okay. Okay. It's hard. But anyway, let's go on to the third speaker. The third speaker is an amazing fellow. He has come all the way from where? He is amazing. By the way, he is amazing. Before that, let me call on his evaluator. Is none other than our immediate past Vice President of Education, Toastmaster Uyun. Toastmaster Uyun. There you are.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shauki. Happy morning, everyone. Today, we will listen to a great speaker, Toastmaster Ario. And the purpose of his project, called Researching and Presenting, the purpose is for him to learn or review basic research methods and present a well-organized, well-researched speech on any topic. So basically, he can choose a preferred topic on his own. And I also would love to invite everyone, fellow Toastmasters and guests, to open your camera, just acting as if you listen to the presentation of a future Mark Zuckerberg. Actually, I am not sure what is his speech will be about. The title, The New World Order. I am not sure whether it's a new order after Lord Adi, maybe if you know, or a new world order of finance. I am not sure. So please anticipate his speech. Please welcome our speaker, Toastmaster Ario. The Zoom is yours.
Yesterday, I sent money to my sister. I opened my bank account. I mean, like the mobile apps. And then I put the number, I put the account and the amount. And few moments later, my sister received the money. 3 months ago, I sent money to my friend in France. Similar process, but takes longer time. What are the differences between those two transactions? Yes, correct. Both transactions, when I send money to someone else or anyone sending money to someone else, it involved bank as an intermediaries. Imagine this global financial world. How big this world right now. All is relies on bank, other financial sectors. You want to build infrastructure, you need capital, you go to banks. You have business, you need the working capital, you go to banks. Every single thing in this life is connected through banks, because as some people have said, money is everything and everything is in the bank. So bank is everything. My fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, it seems that our world is controlled by bankers, isn't it? Well, they're saying that, okay, we cannot let ourselves free from bank, from the control of authorities and also the influence of bankers. The small amount of people that control very big wealth. Not until someone make an innovations called blockchain. There's pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto. Nobody really knows who's that person, or maybe Satoshi Nakamoto is a group of people. But nevertheless, Satoshi Nakamoto provided us with a technology called blockchain, where people can send money, can record transactions in a decentralized peer-to-peer network. It sounds complicated, isn't it? But it's quite simple, actually. Just imagine you have a record of transactions within the neighborhood that everybody has the copy. And nobody can cheat on that because there's a mechanism of consensus, auto-checking between each book, from my book, from the book of my neighbor and other neighbors. So nobody can cheat. With this centralized open ledger, with blockchain, we can do everything. We no longer need banks. But isn't it true? Well, up to this moment, bank is still relevant. Bank is important. I don't say that bank is something bad for us. But if there is a better alternative, wouldn't you use it? Would you? So basically, McKinsey, a consulting firm, they said, or they estimate that the future of finance will rely on blockchain. They say that there are many opportunities that bank can seize. First, for lending and borrowing. Second, for trade finance. Third, for trading of commodities. Let me just go deep one by one. For lending and borrowings, now you no longer need banks as intermediaries. You can put a code in the blockchain with the smart contract saying, okay, I want to borrow money, and in some period of time, I will return the money with interest. And in the blockchain, the information is spread throughout the network, and with the smart contract from you, they will find somebody that want to lend you the money. It's pretty simple and automated. And thanks to the technology of blockchain, you don't need to trust the person that lending you the money or borrowing the money, because the technology is the law. Code is the law. Second, you can use blockchain as trade finance. Trade finance is pretty simple. Imagine you are importing something from other countries like China or Japan. You want to pay them using LC or letter of credits. At first, what you need to do is you go to the bank, and bank will issue the LC that will guarantee the seller that I have the money, and the money is in the bank. Once all the terms of shipments are completed, the money will be transferred to your account. Thanks again to blockchain, I no longer need banks, because with smart contract in the blockchain, everything is automated without intermediaries. So I can do it in a faster and more transparent and of course lower fee. Third is for the trading of commodities. As you have already known, Bitcoin, Ether, and other coins, or one that is quite popular at the moment is Dogecoin, Doge, right? Now, you can trade commodities, not only the coin, but securities such as stocks and bonds, and even currency. Just imagine now rupiah IDR can be tokenized into a coin, the token with the same values. And USD can do the same with USDC, for example. You can pair IDRT or the tokenized versions of rupiah with USDC, so you can do the trade of foreign exchange in the blockchain with faster, more reliable, and of course lower fee, same as other securities. So my fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, not only that McKinsey has done this research, Deloitte confirms. Deloitte in their study indicates that the opportunity of blockchain is very wide. So we have to keep ourselves open to this opportunity, to not left behind in this opportunity. Because in the end, it's not the big banks that will control the world, but us as the centralized node in the blockchain that will rule the world. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Wow. What a well research speech, Toastmaster Ario. It feels like I'm in portfolio business class or credit and lending management class, which is basically my class. And okay, sorry about the inconvenience, guys. He is the division director, a very fancy title, I would you say? And I would like to call his evaluator. His evaluator is also very special. He is coming all the way from another club. He is none other than small drums, small drums. Toastmaster Reza, are you there?
Yes, Toastmaster Shauki, I'm here.
Hey ho! Please explain. Please introduce our division director, please.
Thank you for the enthusiasm, Toastmaster Shauki. Happy morning, fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, and guests. Tonight, I have the privilege of introducing you to our next speaker, who, like what Toastmaster Shauki has explained, is a very interesting guy. Now, our next speaker is going to talk about his project revolving around making connections through networking, something that we value, right, in Toastmasters. And the purpose of the project is, number one, for the member to develop and practice a personal strategy for building connections through networking. And number two, for the member to share some aspect of his or her experience networking. It is also, of course, his prerogative to choose whatever story he'd like to tell to us. And so, without further ado, I'd like to present you Toastmaster Miftah with the title, Only Few Laughed. Only Few Laughed, Toastmaster Miftah.
Let me ask this question before I start. Press number 1 in this chat box if you believe in friendship. Okay, we'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stop! I have prerogative to this question. Okay, thank you for your answer. Well, I personally have always betrayed the friendship. So I can say that I don't believe in friendship. Everyone is our friends, they say. I have 1,000 or even million or even 100 of friends. Don't get me wrong. Are they really your friends? I don't think so. Yeah, when I was in a college life, I have many friends in my major. I thought quantity is the most important thing to have friends. With confidence, I say, that's my best friend. That's my friend also. Because I have lots of friends. Quantity matters. I'm eager to spend a lot of hours to some friends, or even to do event, or to do networking. Networking for me is creating some business card or something like that. And also, you know what? I exchange my social media to strangers. Yeah, I have lots of friends. The saddest moments come to me. I only know them, but never understood each other. I got locked in deep, shallow networking called friends. Quantity matters. It's not their fault who wants to be friend with me because I'm so popular and I did networking to them, but it's my fault. Friendship is about sharing, caring each other, and then synchronizing each other. You know what? We need someone to have us truly friends who have some energy as us, right? For example, this community, Toastmasters. Why are you here, all of you? You want to build, you want to gather, you want to learn all together, right? We have some energy, we have same energy, but are you really my truly friends? We don't know yet. At the age of a quarter century, and even this pandemic is really hitting us, not to physical socialize with many people. But if they still want to contact you, want to keep in touch with you, please keep them. You know who is your best friends, your truly friends are. Now, when I talked about this, quantity is not really matter at all. I have some question for you guys. Will you be the attraction, or will you be attracted by someone? Don't tell me, but for me, I will choose to be attractive. How? Be yourself and be your unique. Everyone has their own uniqueness. Like you have your charisma, the clothes you wear, the accessories you wear, or even your social status. One club in June. It's higher than my expectation. It means that some of my team have the same energy as me. That's how networking works. So for this story, I learned that when you do your networking, just do it. You just have the connection. You just have the quantity, but not understand each other. But when you find your truly friends and also your networking, they will know you better than anybody else. And that kind of friend will have a willingness to help you to reach your goal as well. So, fellow Toastmasters, I changed my view about leadership. I chose quality over quantity. People come and go and be your unique. That will, so that you will attract others. Only few friends left will help you to be more successful in life. Thank you so much. Back to you, Tom. TOM.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Miftah, for that amazing speech. At first, I thought you were just, saying that you have a lot of friends and everything like that, but it's a really good speech overall. Really good speech. Amazing speech. That is why he is our division director. He got all of those fancy titles and everything. That is really good. Now, I would like to call on Toastmaster Sonny for the time report. Toastmaster Sonny, are all speakers eligible to be voted? Okay.
Yes, for the prepared speech section, all of the speakers are eligible to be voted. And I have shared the result.
There you go. Everybody is eligible to be voted. Please, the ballot counter. Toastmaster Andre, do you already prepare the poll? Okay, I think he's still preparing, but be lookout for the chat to check on the voting poll. And please vote, because every vote matters. Now, let us move on to the, not yet, not the table topic session. We're gonna have a photo session first. Toastmaster Andika, if you would.
Thank you, Tom. So, ladies and gentlemen, happy morning. It is my prerogative to take screenshots of your face. So, please enable me to use my prerogative. I will give you 10 seconds to activate your video. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So, now we have 46 people. Please show 46 faces. We'll do 3 poses, okay? 1, 2, 3. All right, one more. 2, 3, 1. It's my prerogative how to count it. And let's pose. 1, 2, 3. Back to you, Tom.
Thank you so much, and I hope everybody likes the full session. Don't worry, you can check your photos on our Instagram at scbd.toastmaster. So if you guys want to have the photos, and please tag us if you want to post the photos so we can repost it. And let's move on to the most awaited session for a lot of people. It's the table topic session. But this table topic session is special because this is actually a part of a Toastmaster project. Because this is a project, I would like to call on Toastmaster Hanif Evaluator, which is none other than our Vice President of Membership, Toastmaster Melanie. Toastmaster Melanie, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hello, hello.
So it's my turn, right? So
yes.
Happy morning, everyone. Today, our friend from UET Toastmasters Club will be leading our table topic session, and it's part of his project under the Pathway Strategic Relationship. He is currently in his level 3, project 2, active listening. So the purpose of this project is for the member to demonstrate his ability to listen to what other people say. So if you want to challenge his active listening skill, I would encourage you to join this session. Just type down your names there, or I don't know how it will work for him, but I encourage you to stretch your arm and volunteer yourself later. Okay, so without further ado, let us all welcome Toastmaster Hanif, our table topics master.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SCBD Toastmasters Club. I am a detective of my life, informing, observant of my surroundings and everyday life. Indonesia 2021 is still having so much trouble, especially quality. Human rights become a game, equality become a mercy. Ladies and gentlemen, I need a key to get a direct answer. I need a participation from you tonight to make sure that I can get answer. So ladies and gentlemen, I need a name. I need a name and participation from you to choose the key. Here. Please state your name because I cannot see the screen.
Fatma.
Toastmaster Fatma, I think.
Toastmaster Fatma. Okay, Toastmaster Fatma. Which picture that you want to choose?
I would like to choose the heartbeat.
The heartbeat.
Yes. I'm nervous already.
Toastmaster Fatma. When I look at a person, I see a person, not rank, class, or title. Ladies and gentlemen, Toastmaster Fatma.
When I look at a person, I see a person, not rank, class, or status. I quite agree with the statement because I shouldn't judge someone by whatever they have, like title or class, because it doesn't feel like it's fair. Because I don't know from which background they have, from situation or lifetime that they have been through. But I shouldn't just comment or just judge them because of their title or class that they have, because they are persons, they are people. I need to define them or treat them just the way they are, and it should be equal and fair to anybody. Because that is also the way that I want people to treat me, to be fair, to be treated equally. Because if we treat people or act to them according to their class, it won't be so fair, because not everyone has the privilege, or not everyone is rich or have the positions in some company, something like that. I believe if we can be fair, if we can treat each other with justice and also kindness, I think this world will be a better place. More people will become their own selves. They won't be afraid of judgment. They won't feel afraid or shame just because of their body or look, just because of their body shape. It doesn't matter, because people will treat them equally. I think if we can do this together and just define or see people through their eyes, through what they do, not by their status or class, it will be much better for us and the whole world. Thank you very much. Back to our table topics master.
Please give a round of applause for Toastmaster Fatma, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, that to make this world a better place, we need to treat each other with love, with warm welcome. Because at the end of the day, if you want to be treated equally, you need to treat other people equally too. Because at the end of the day, the word is like a Newton 3 law, right? It's action, and then it will become reaction. So don't forget to treat other equally. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, let me back to my screen. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, the heartbeat is gone. And who's the next?
I see you, Toastmaster Vira.
Toastmaster Vira, are you there?
Hello.
Toastmaster Vira.
Hello. Am I audible?
Okay. Yes, you are audible.
Okay.
Toastmaster Vira, which picture that you want to choose?
Handshake.
Handshake. Toastmaster Vira. Equality means liberty. Equality means liberty. Toastmaster Vira.
When it comes to stuff like equality versus liberty, well, I believe in that. Why? Let me tell you something. For some of you don't know, I love mixed martial arts. And there was one particular fight that always resonates me. I remember back in the day when I was still a new mixed martial arts fan, there were little to no female fights there. But as time goes by, there were a lot of female fights due to one fighter named Ronda Rousey. Let me show you the picture. Who is Ronda Rousey? She was one of the females to put women mixed martial arts on the map. If you don't know who she is, let me show you the picture. Here she is. Is she visible? Nah. She's one of the person who's responsible to put women's mixed martial arts on the map. And as a fan, there was one fight that made me love it even more. Even though it's not from Ronda Rousey, but it's also from a female fighter. Here, let me show you Joanna Jacek versus Zhang Weili. It was one of the best fight I've ever seen my whole life. And since the typing is a bit too slow, I'm just gonna narrate the story. Basically, the fight ended with one of the fighters had a little bump, a big bump, not a little bump, big bump over here. But it was so powerful that I remember just watching on TV. I screamed like it was awesome. But then again, this is the reason why I love mixed martial arts. Awesome fights, great atmosphere, no matter the gender. Fighting, either women or men. If you bring a good fight, I will watch it. I will cheer for you. That's all from me. Back to you, TTM.
That is awesome. All right. I love how Toastmaster Wira give an example about the mixed martial arts. Equality means liberty. Whether you are a girl or whether you are a boy or whether you are a woman or man, it doesn't matter as long as you have the power to give a fight and the power to influence people. So ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, equality means liberty. What you need to do is make sure that you have the skill to conquer the world. Okay, back to my screen. All right, can you see my screen? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. All right, the handshake is gone. I believe that there is a guest here, Toastmaster Edith, right?
Yes, I'm here.
Toastmaster Edith. Okay. So, which picture that you want to choose?
I have this, the people, and this one. People.
This one?
Yeah.
All right. Toastmaster Edith, what does inequality means to you? What does equality means to you, Toastmaster Edith?
Ladies and gentlemen, inequality to me it's also equality. A few days ago, I was asked by my boss to work with them in preparing our basic education learning continuity plan for this school year. I would like to refuse. I have my prerogative to say no because I have my paper to finish, to complete. But you know, to doing it, I become selfish because they need my help, they need our help. I need to cooperate. They see me as someone with potential that can do something for the paper to have it completed. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I refuse. I did not exercise a prerogative. I helped them. I set aside my things. It's inequality, right? It's sacrificing myself. But in the end, I come to realize that's the right thing to do. Two nights without sleep, I work with them. And today I was informed by my boss that it's such a big help. It's such a big help. What I did is right. It's unequal. I did not. I can say no. I have others to do it, but I just accept it. It's okay. We are equal. We are equal. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Toastmaster Edith, for the nice speech. Yes, I think based on your experience, right, that you cannot refuse the boss. I think that, yes, might be in the one side that, well, we can say no to our friends, to our boss, because it's privilege, it's our privilege to say no. But at the same time, we face another challenge that, well, maybe I can help them with my potential. So I think the inequality means to you, it's about how you cannot balance between your feeling, right? The right to say no, and also the things that well, you can help each other. So I congratulate you that you choose the right choice to help others, because at the end of the day, your boss said that it was a big help. So congratulations. Okay, so congratulations, Toastmaster Edit. Which one? The speakers. Who's next? Knock, who's next?
I'm seeing here Adnan, guest Adnan.
Guest
Then,
Adnan. Okay,
yeah.
guest Adnan, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
All righty. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Nice. Oh, the people is gone now.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, by the way, you can choose the this mark one, because it's a challenge for you who has a strong heart or wants to challenge yourself. You can choose that.
I choose computer with heart icon. What does it mean?
All righty. So, Toastmaster Adnan, bullying is a simple fact that inequality is happening. Bullying is a simple fact that inequality is happening, Toastmaster Adnan.
Well, hello, Toastmasters and guests. In the screen, it will say that bullying is one of the fact that inequality is happening. And I've quite few experiences living in different places, because I used to move from one city to other city for 6 years so far. So there I met a lot of people. I met a lot of cultures that are very different in treating the people, and few of them, unfortunately, I saw that bullying is happening as a matter of fact of inequality. So some people are feeling they have more power, they have more experience. Yet the experience is real, but that does not necessarily has to be used for treating other people in unequal way. So I agree with that statement, and luckily now I moved to new places, quite new for me. It's a new developing company with very fresh people, but not but all of them are well experienced, and here I was see the people are treated and treating each other so well. There is no people that looking at the others with unequal view. So a little bit related to previous topics, that equality means you see person as person, not from the title, not from the gender, or etc. etc. So I think that bullying should be banished, should be repressed anywhere. So we need to develop a well-supporting environment for our colleagues, for our coworkers, and our friends. That could be more supportive and more constructive to other people. Thank you very much.
Toastmaster Adnan, ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause. So, bullying is a simple fact that inequality is happening. Yes, because some people might think that they have more power, they have more money than others, or they have a handsome face more than others. But ladies and gentlemen, don't forget that we need to treat each other equally. So maybe you think that you are more than enough, right, to be welfare, but if it will be better if you can treat other with goodness. Okay, thank you very much for your experience. I also think that your experience good. Okay, back to my screen. Who's the next?
I see Alifa.
Alisa?
Alifa.
Alifa. All right, Alifa. Toastmaster Alifa, are you there? Knock, knock.
Yes, I'm here.
All right. Okay, which one do you want to choose?
Let's do the challenge.
Which challenge? The up one or the down?
Let's go up.
Up, right. Okay, Toastmaster Alifa, right?
Yes.
Okay, Toastmaster Alifa. Convince us that a single has the same right as the couple, aka jombloan and jomblowati. Convince us that a single has the same right as the couple, Toastmaster Alifa.
Okay, well, good evening, fellow Toastmasters and honored guests. That's an interesting statement. I think it depends on the rights, what we are talking about here. If we see single and couple is the same in terms of they are all human beings, then yes, every human being should have the same basic rights, regardless of their marital status, regardless of their gender, regardless of their skin color or race. It all should be the same. I have to think what rights coming from the United States. Married couple have privileges, and some of them are on tax return. So the rights is different between the single and the married couple. We have joint income, and what get taxed is doubled up because it's 2 person versus 1 person.
Alifa, ladies and gentlemen, I love one statement that delivered by her. We need to look within and start within. Then we can treat everybody equally. Well, it's no matter where you are, where the system, the society, right? You can treat each other. For example, in the US, she said that if you are a single, your tax will be half than the couple. Yes, I'm agree. But at the end of the day, she also said that no matter what your marital status, skin color, well, you should be the same. You as a human. So thank you very much, Toastmaster Alifa. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, we have a limited time. I already pinged by our VPE. So I will next to my closing. So ladies and gentlemen, we might be different. We are not born equal. Some people might think more than the other. Some people might born as a boy, not a girl. And some people raised different environment. But ladies and gentlemen, Toastmasters bond us together. Be grateful because Toastmasters is for equality. We are born as one big family. So be grateful to be part of Toastmasters. I'm Hanif, the table topic master for today. Thank you very much for all your participation because I am got for equal. Thank you very much. Thank you.
After hearing all of the table topics, I have transcended beyond reality and space itself. I've become I've become a fake angel. Yeah, fake angel. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hani, for that amazing table topic session. I do really love the slides and everything. And unfortunately, it's going to be the end for the table topic session because due to time. But guys, come again next week if you want to do a table topics again. And yeah, good promotion there, Hanif, on the last part. Good promotion, good promotion. Okay, I would like to call on the timer to do a time report.
Yes, thank you, Toastmasters. Shonky. For the second part, which is table topic speaker, all of the speakers are eligible to be voted.
Yes. How sweet the sound of everybody is eligible to be voted. So please everyone, be noticed or be prepared for a ballot link that will be provided by Toastmaster Andre, and Toastmaster Andre will send the ballot link in the chat below. Enough being said, let's move on to the third session, which is the evaluation session. The evaluation session is very important because in this session, we're gonna hear a lot of evaluation for the individual speakers or the prepared speakers, and of course, the evaluation for the entirety of the meeting. But I will not be the one who gonna let this fine session. I would like to give the control back or the control to the general evaluator of tonight's meeting. General Evaluator, are you there, Mr. Alvin?
Yes, I'm here, Toastmaster Shoki. Thank you.
Go.
Now it's time for the evaluation reports. First, I'm going to call Toastmaster Yanda to deliver the speech evaluation report. Or Toastmaster Yanda, screen is yours.
Okay, just a minute. Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Alvin. Wait a minute. Am I audible and visible?
Yes,
You're
you are
audible,
audible.
not visible.
Not visible yet.
Still loading. Shall we go to the second evaluator first? Shall we?
Okay. I'm sorry.
You can proceed with the second evaluator first.
Yes,
okay. Due to technical issues, we go to the second evaluation. Will be delivered by DTM Pipit. DTM Pipit, are you ready?
I am.
Okay, screen is yours.
Can I pin the timer first? Sorry. Timer.
Timer
Okay,
is
never mind. I will use my own
Sony.
timer. I cannot see.
Yes, me.
Master Astri, I have a book here by Leo Tolstoy. It's hella thick, but the opening of this book is pretty famous, in my opinion. All families are alike, all happy families are alike, but every unhappy family is unhappy in its own way. Thank you for sharing about your family drama with us today. I still remember what it was. You started with feeling unhappy being with your family. right? But through the tunnel of time, you started to realize that you're actually unhappy without them. Now, in the world of social media, usually this thing is called curcol, right? So people have the right to comment whatever on your story. However, this is Toastmasters. I'm your evaluator, so I'm the only one who has the prerogative to make some comments about your speech. And this is my comments. The first one is your first speech, your first evaluator in your first speech said that you needed more vocal variety in your speech. I think you showed a lot of improvements in your second speech because I think you have shown some noticeable vocal variety, particularly when you talk about your conversation with your family, when they yelled at you and you felt annoyed by them and etc. However, I also feel like you missed a precious chance to make your vocal variety even better. For example, why not copying the queen of vocal variety herself, Celine Dion, for example? You could have sang all by myself like me and Shauki sang, for example, right? But then I realized that probably we live in a different time zone. You live in the year 2021, while me live in the year 1996. So you probably didn't know that song. It's okay. However, I think as the general point of view from an audience, it was a huge missed opportunity. Now, second one that I would like to point out is I like the way you outpour your emotion in your speech. Almost like you took us on this emotional journey from angry and then sad and then feel rejected, feel ashamed to be back to your family and then happy again. So this is a really precious journey. However, there's a misconception about a story like this, or sad story, I would say. The tone, it doesn't have to be sad all the time. It doesn't have to be solemn and grim all the time. You actually can still make it funny. For example, you can insert some jokes in it. This will make your audience even have bigger chance to remember your story because it's very unexpected. If you can input even during sad times or even during grim time, you can still make it fun. But you still have the creativity to crack some jokes in your story. And last but not least, you also need to put some dramatic pause. I see a lot of parts in your speech were very dramatic, but it was not followed by dramatic pause. I think this was also a mistake of opportunity. So Toastmaster Astri, I think you did really well today, but I challenge you, I think you can be even better next time. Thank you.
Thank you so much, DTM Pipit.
Thank you, DTM Pipit. Now we go to the next evaluator. The third evaluator will be Toastmaster Uyun.
Hello.
Are you ready, Toastmaster Uyun?
Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, thank you. Okay, happy morning, everyone. Today I had a speech, so I paid attention to his speech about the new world order, and it was about block finance. In his speech, he showed two great points. The first is the research process, and the second is the structure. How he could excel at the research is that he put immense amount of information in the speech, and he also mentioned the source, like from McKinsey structure. So in the introduction, he gave the context, like the bank example, how it can benefit our life, like from, and then he moved to like a heavier part in the body where he made it in a chronological order, before blockchain, after Satoshi Sakamoto founded, and how it benefits our life in current situation. So he gave emphasis to the title, The New World Order. So he explained how new it is. That's the great points that Toastmaster Ario showed to us today. And for the room of improvement, I would love to focus on one thing. It's about the new language. So in his speech, the composition of his screen, we have like this amount of head would love to suggest him to maximize the tool of communication that he has, especially eye, facial expression, and head. I noticed some points from his speech, like we cannot live without bank, right? It was very bright, and it would be better if he could use this kind of expression throughout his speech. So the facial expression is moving and the head is also moving, especially because the content is a bit heavy. So it might be better to loosen the tense with the dynamic expression. And expression can also include the audience in the story, not putting a wall with a stiff expression or like this posture. Yeah, so basically we can maximize the language that we have in the screen, even though not much hand gesture, but we can use like facial expression, eye, even like though like this, but trying to talk with the eye. I am also still learning from TikTok. For example, you know, Bella Porch, like very dynamic expression she has. So maybe, yeah, we can talk more, engage more with the audience using our, first is from the eye, and then from facial expression and the head movement. And later I will put the details in the evaluation form. Kudos to you, Toastmaster Ario. I am looking forward for your next speech. Thank you, back to you.
Thank you so much, Uyun. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
sorry,
thank
I
you,
cannot turn on my cam. I'm still on my way back to Bandung. Sorry.
All right, thank you, Toastmaster Uyun. Now we go on to the fourth evaluators. He is Toastmaster Reza. Toastmaster Reza, the screen is yours.
Am I audible?
You are audible.
Thank you, Mr. G. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, especially Toastmaster Miftah. I'd like to first of all congratulate Toastmaster Miftah because throughout his performance, he not only managed to show us by his voice and his speech that he has great friends, but throughout his performance, he demonstrated what a fun person he is to be friend with, which is why I think I really enjoyed his speech. So two things that I love from his performance. Number one is the wide range of vocal variety and the wide range of manner. Now, I think that it's amazing that Toastmaster Miftah managed to use almost every manner tools in Toastmasters, pace, volume, expressions. But my most favorite tool that he used was when he suddenly shifted his tone, when he was become this fun, vibrant person, and then suddenly he became dramatic, he became serious, and start contemplating one of the most important questions in his speech. Now, why this is important? Because at the end of the day, we're here as his audience. We just want to be entertained, and we just want to follow his story without even realizing it, how amazing his story is. The second thing that I love is how personal yet also universal the theme that he tried to convey. How so? Now, he talks about friends. It's uniquely particular and very specific, right? It's his experience. He seemed very also bragging about it, right? But then when he started questioning whether quantity is the most important thing in making network connections, that hits me really hard, because at the end of the day, as we get older, I'm going to turn 30 this year, I start to question these things also. And I'm pretty sure that at some points of our lives, we do questions. Do we want quantity or do we want quality? So thank you for raising that important topic, Toastmaster Miftah. Now, as amazing as the performance he showcased, how do we make it more amazing, right? Two suggestions that I would like to give to Toastmaster Miftah. Number one, clearer structure. Ladies and gentlemen, notice that he actually had a structure in his speech, right? He started the story from his friends and then turns to Toastmasters. Yet, if I were him, I would provide the structure to be clearer into 3 acts. How so? Because I think that we could play with the message. For example, the realization of the message will be ultimately sustained through 3 acts as the story progressed. The second suggestion is also actually the message. Now, I would want Toastmaster Miftah to design the message with the pattern. He already had an attempt in explaining with the title, Only Few Left. I thought that it was going to be exploited throughout his performance, but sadly, that was a missed opportunity. I thought that it would be great had he integrated that sentence or phrases throughout his performance and delivered the ultimate message at the end of the day. So yes, while Toastmaster Miftah might work on the message pattern and structure, all in all, it was an amazing performance. It was great vocal variety range and mannerism. And I would like to close to ask you, ladies and gentlemen, do you want to be friends with Toastmaster Miftah? Because I do. Back to you, Mr. G.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Reza.
Thank you, Toastmaster Reza, for delivering the fourth evaluator. Now we go back first to Toastmaster Yanda for the evaluator for the first speaker. Are you ready, Toastmaster Yanda?
Finally, I'm ready. Thank you, Toastmaster Alvin. Well, congratulations to Toastmaster Vika. I like very much most of your speech, most of the element of your speech. As a first speaker in this meeting, you managed to spread a positive vibe to the audiences. You know that such an energy, that kind of energy is contagious. I love your vibe because it triggers others to act the same. And I can sense that you're a kind of people person. I love it most of your speech. But what you may want to work on is actually, I hope you can exercise more on eye contact on camera. I know it's not easy and it's different when we deliver speech on the camera compared to on face-to-face meeting. What you can do is try to emphasize the points of your speech by wrap it up. I know that you have tried that to summarize your speech in the end, but you can do something better, like trying to attract audience attention first by saying, let me point out my speech first, blah, blah, blah. And then you can do the rest. Secondly, during your speech, you speak about social media and your children as the object, which according to me, you can do more by showing to the audiences your stand, whether it's good or bad. Like for example, if it's a good, you can provide argument and promote your stand. But if it's bad, I mean, the correlation between social media and your children, if it's bad, you can support your opinion with the fact, okay? Lastly, to challenge yourself, actually not much. I hope you can, on your next speech, you can use more hand gesture by using your finger as a pointer to address your main point. That's all from me. All the best for you, and I'm looking forward to hear your next speech on the next meeting. Congratulations, Toastmaster Vika. Back to you, Toastmaster Alvin.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yanda. Now we go to the fifth evaluators. We go to Toastmaster Melanie, going for evaluate the table topic speaker. I'm sorry, table topic master. Toastmaster Melanie, the screen is yours.
Okay. Can you hear it? Dear Toastmaster Hanif and fellow Toastmasters, as Toastmaster Hanif opened his session today, I felt like I had the prerogative to speak up my mind. The music, the presentation brought my attention to what the table topics is all about. I got mixed emotions. I was scared. I was so excited. However, while listening to your session, I had the desire to choose all those icons and answer your moving and mind-provoking topics. Aside from these amazing presentation skills you have, I would also like to highlight your powers in this session. First, you were able to paraphrase and echo the speaker's message after affirming and thanking them for delivering their speeches. Paraphrasing is one way to make sure that you hear them clearly without asking them to repeat what they said. Second, while you were listening to the speaker's speech, you were taking down notes and easily attuned and reflect the feelings of the speakers. Third, I love your vocal variety and the gestures when you gave your feedback to your speakers. Dear Toastmaster Hanif and fellow Toastmasters, listening is a vital skill that we need to learn, develop over time, and check from time to time. And here are my humble suggestions. While listening, try to look at the person through that camera, even though it's fake. That may give the speaker or me the feeling that you are on the zone listening to me. Second is maybe short and concise feedback is enough to make me feel that you listened. You may want to lessen the additional information in between speakers. Before I end this letter, I would like to affirm you that you are a good listener. I hope you can hear and give feedback to all other speakers as well. And please take note, the gestures while listening to the speaker and make you feel engaged while I am talking. I hope that more and more people will listen with a heart. Back to our general evaluator.
Thank you, Melanie.
Thank you, Toastmaster Melanie and all the speech evaluators for the feedback report. Now it's time to hear from our timer, Toastmaster Dentia, about the evaluation time report. Are they all eligible to vote?
There are two, which is almost ineligible, but yes, all of them are eligible to be voted. I have shared the result on the chat box.
All of them are eligible to vote. Thank you, Toastmaster Dentia. Now we move on to grammarian report. To Toastmaster Andika. Toastmaster Andika, over to you.
Thank you, GE. My fellow Toastmaster and guests, although as a grammarian, I point out some mistakes of yours, but mistake is just an event of life. So let's learn from it because it's not the end of the world. So I would like to invite you to unmute yourself for those who know the answer. What can be improved from the statement?
How do you manage everything?
How do you manage?
How do you manage? Yes, that's right. So the missing word is do. How do you manage everything? Now, what about this? Tool who knows? Anyone?
Tool which knows or tool that
Who knows the tool?
Tool which knows or tool that knows.
Knows.
Correct. That's right. Thank you very much. Now, who joining?
Who's joining?
Who is
Who is
joining? Who are
Who is joining?
Okay.
Who is joining?
Who is or who are joining? It depends on whether it is plural or singular. And then it's already 9 p.m.
It's 9 p.m. already.
Okay. What else? Do you have another answer?
It's 9 p.m.
Already. It has been 9 p.m. That's right. So basically, it's already 9 p.m. is very Indonesian word. So if we use English properly, it should be it has been 9 p.m. It's not already.
It has been 19 p.m.
Okay.
It's been 19
I send the
p.m.
money.
I have sent money.
I sent money.
I have.
I have.
Send the money.
I sent money. That's right.
I sent money.
I sent
is
money.
non-countable. And everyone is our friends. We just need to eliminate one letter.
Everyone is friend.
Everyone is our friend.
Everyone is our friend.
That's right. That's right. Thank you very much. So, and now I would like to use my prerogative to choose the wonderful words. So I have wonderful words from two people. The first one is family's love is priceless. It came from Toastmaster Astri. And the other one is be aware of our unconscious bias, told by SCBD Toastmasters. So everyone, let's learn from our mistakes, make another mistake and learn from it. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Toastmaster Andika, for the insightful report. Next, I will call Toastmaster Agung Ahwood Counter to deliver the report. Toastmaster Agung, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you, GE. So let me share my report. Wait a second. All right, is my screen visible?
Yes, you are visible.
Okay, great. First of all, congratulations for all the speakers. You did really well. You delivered such good speech, and I will report to you what I found during the speech, because these filler words and word of the day is for you to improve your public speaking, your speech. So please use this as your material for learning. Okay, for the speakers, I was impressed by all the speakers basically because almost all of them not said the filler words or filler sounds more than 5 times. It was very impressive. The speakers, the table topic speakers, the prepared speech speakers, and also the evaluators, they were so amazing. For example, here, as for the prepared speech speakers, the maximum of the said words only 3. For example, like TM Vika, 3 A's, and also TM Miftah, 3 ums. That was impressive. Also, the word of the day here for the speakers, there are 2. Congratulations that you said the word of the day prerogatives during this meeting, TM Vika and TM Miftah. And moving on to the table topic speakers. Again and again, you did a great job during this table topics speech, because this is not a easy job to give the table topic speech. All was very good, but there is one person, Kesapnan, said for more than 5 times. It is okay. It is for you to improve your skill, because when I didn't report this, you will not know about that concern, right? And the WOD, the word of the day for tonight for table topic speakers, spotted by one person. This is Kate Edith. Congratulations, Kate Edith, for saying that word of the day. And the last for the evaluators. Again and again, they were doing great, with maximum only 4 times using the filler words, which is Mr. Yanda. That it's okay. I think this is better than your last speech. So yeah, that is all from my side. I hope all you learn about these filler words. So back to you, GE. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Agung. Now it's time for me to present to you the GE report for this meeting. I share my screen. Okay, here's my keynotes. The first is meeting starts on time, but it may be because of early error on myself. I'm sorry, because I'm just arrived from my office at 7 p.m. So it takes longer for me to start, and so a longer time to introduce the role taker. So it finished late. And second, guests welcome upon arrival and inform about Toastmaster and the meeting format. And the third, guests, role takers, speakers are introduced before the meeting start. And my error again, General Evaluator did not introduce grammarian properly, and it is introduced by Toastmaster Shauki, the Toastmaster of the meeting. And the fifth, the table topics properly explained, the topic is appropriate and did fit the meeting theme, and guests are invited on table topic. And 6, if I'm not mistaken, 3 or 5 table topic speakers are guests. So it means that our guests are very excited for this SCBD meeting. And because of site signal or network, there is slightly trouble on speaker voice. And I noticed that role taker changed from for timer from Toastmaster Sony to Toastmaster Tia. I noticed this is advice from Toastmaster Aisha about 2 weeks ago about there must be a backup for every role. And then what is my feedbacks? I think we need timing per session. Yeah, so it could be helpful if there is a timer for each session, like introductor or for table topic and etc. And then for network use, if you are just watching the meeting, it's okay. But if you are the speaker, role taker, it could be helpful if it could be helpful if you use your phone network. Because it is more fast than the Wi-Fi. Sometimes Wi-Fi network. Okay, that's all for me. Back to you, Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Shopee.
Thank you so much for that amazing GE report, Toastmaster Alvin, very detailed. And apparently now I'm stuck in the TV. I'm so sad right now. I'm stuck. But thank you so much, everyone, for attending the meeting from start to finish. I hope from the bottom of my heart that everybody enjoyed the meeting, everybody learned a lot from the meeting, but also at the same time have fun. As the Tom for today, I would like to say thank you, and I'm very sorry if I made any mistakes and everything like that, because I'm human and I'm basically like a song. I'm only human. I will not sing. So that is all for me. Thank you so much for your attendance, and I would like to give the because I'm only human. Master Andre, do you already prepare with the Hall of Fame?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I will share my screen. Okay. Is it visible?
Yes, you are.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster. Thank you, Tom. Sorry. My fellow Toastmaster and guests, this is the moment of truth. This is the moment that you are waiting for. Here it is. The most favorite prepared speaker. Toastmaster Astri. And then here is most favorite table topic speaker. Yes, Alifa. And then the last but not least, the most favorite evaluator goes to Toastmaster Melan.
Yeah.